keep them running.
All right, everyone, thank you for joining me for another recording. It's been a busy time in my life. Sorry I'm not getting things out there as fast as some YouTubers are, but I've got a lot to do, like I'm sure you're all aware, or you have similar things. But on the process of, or the premise of keeping them running, back to my 97 F-250, we're going to today go through diagnosing a resistor and a blower motor. Currently rebuilt the entire air conditioning system, but now only the high side of it works, plus the blower motor starting to make a little bit of noise. So let's just dig into it. So first thing, if you run into this situation, after turn it on and you notice that your blower is only working in high, it's more than likely going to be the resistor. Now let's go see where that is. All right, so we're under the hood of this 97 F-250. Just to let you guys know, a friend of mine just told me that a mechanic was going to try to charge him $600 to replace a blower motor on his 2013 F-150. Now his blower motor is up underneath the dash where mine's a little bit different, but as far as location, the blower motor itself is right here. And if you can see that plug down there, it's blurry, it's not on the zoom. That little plug that my middle finger is pointing to, that is the resistor motor. So I'm assuming I'm probably going to have to take a couple of these heater hoses off. So let's get into it. All right, roughly what I decided to do was zip tie those hoses out of the way instead of taking them off. Also decided to remove this guy. He's kind of big and bulky and in the way. There's only 3 nuts underneath here, the fender well, to take them off, so no big deal. All you need is an 11mm socket, and you can take those off very easily. Next thing you'll notice, it gone, got a lot more space. So now we're going to dig into getting the blower motor and everything off. So you've got 3 main plugs. Be real careful. I can't stress this enough. This plug on the motor, this one is going to the air conditioner, but it's going to come off with a bracket once you remove the bolt. And then there's the one that connects to the resistor. Again, be really careful with these old plugs. They're brittle. Don't work them hard. You're going to need an 8mm socket to take the blower motor off. Roughly, there's going to be 4 bolts on the blower motor, and there's going to be 2 blower bolts that hold the resistor in. So got the blower motor off. Notice this little weird piece of rubber tubing. So this is the resistor. This is the old one. Again, be careful with these clips. All right, so just as when you guys looked at the one where I fixed the capacitor, what we want to do is check the resistance of this old one versus the new one to see if we can verify that it's actually the problem. So again, you'll want to go to what is called the ohm setting and see where it's got like a little bit of a audio wave. So make sure your meter's beep is audible, and then you can start checking your circuit. So basically you can check to see that from one side or the other that there's no opens in the actual coils. But the old resistor, this little thing right here, is an actual resistor. We don't get anything. So let's check the new one, and we have connectivity. So I feel very confident that this little resistor in this circuit is what's causing our problems. So let's further dig into it. So to finish up what I was trying to do, this is the old blower. Notice how arthritic it is. To how freely that one moves. So also notice the 2 differences. Make sure you put this tube back on it because this one does not come with it. But back to what I was telling you about my friend and that $600. They were going to charge him $600 to put one of these in, and this is about a 30-minute job for literally the cheapest products I can buy on Amazon. So let's go install them. Again, I would suggest always use dielectric grease. You don't have to completely fill the plugs up with it, but anytime there's electrical connections exposed to internal environments or external environments, excuse me, just put some grease on it, because by the time you actually put the plug back in, it'll seal it. Water won't get to it. It won't corrode. And when things don't corrode, it means they just work properly. And bam, got everything back installed looking great. So let's see if it works. All right, let's give it a try. believe we got a functioning fan. So I'd like to tell everyone thank you for involving yourself with this video. I know there's thousands of videos out there of people just like me, men and women, keeping them running. But this 97 has taught me a lot of patience with a lot of its wiring gremlins. And the one thing that I can still will say reigns true is I don't have a car payment. So I can do a lot of extra things by just literally keeping it running. So again, guys and girls, no matter where you are, day or night, I appreciate you tuning in, supporting me, watching these videos. And as always, let's just keep them running.
Keep them running.